Hey everyone, going to continue with my Voltron build. This is day 2. Book 2, Blue Lion. Already laid out my bags. Figure I'll get a little smarter as I get older. Still suffering with a cold, bear with me. Keep those bags to one side. And hopefully I got most of my lighting fixed. This is looking pretty good. Might be a little oversaturated still, but I'm trying. I see my feed's about 20 seconds out. Family's out doing laundry. So it's a good time to get a little more building done. I was very pleased with the yellow lion. Much bigger than I thought it would be. A little skeptical on how good it's going to be when it's all merged up. But as a lion, love the build. And blue lion should be just more or less wash, rinse, repeat of the yellow. I guess with minor variations. Empty plastic, empty plastic, empty plastic. Let's see what we can do here. Let me try the chaotic method first. See how this goes. Pieces under there, I'll never find them. Hope everyone's having a good weekend despite our weather. And let's have at it. Oh. Worst part of Lego, the Technic stuff. Hard on the fingers. You know, this beam here was one of the first Technic pieces I ever touched. Classic Space Lego. Had one of the bases, and it had a couple of these as a big slider piece or something for the launcher. Something like that. Fond memories. I like to start collecting in a big way the classic space, but it's also pricey. Replacement parts can be a problem, given that just testing the colors here. That's not bad. The color corrected my monitor. Let's see how this one's showing. Still not happy. Might invest in a proper color calibration kit. Put a little lens or whatever on this monitor. Run the doohickey. Some of my friends have it for the TVs. It's pretty slick. Get true color calibration, so I know that what's out there is, or what's being put out there is true. because I can adjust my settings up and down till I'm blue in the face, and it still doesn't mean it's going to be what is in the final result. Let's see, flip over 2 and 3. Yeah, this is very wash. Let's repeat from the other line, which makes sense. Same size line, basically doing the same functions. Inverted slope should be 3. And the brick. And then 1 inverted slope here. Come say hi, I don't bite. Might take me a few moments to see if you guys are talking, because I have to look at a little phone a couple feet away, really small. Yeah, my phone's dying. I'm looking to get I guess an 11X Max something or other. Me and the wife are debating buying it outright, putting it on a plan, blah blah blah. We do like our iPhones. This one's about 7 years in. I damaged the battery about a year ago, so the battery's only about 75% of what it used to be. It can overheat if I stress it. And now I think I'm having some storage problems with memory. I've got about 100 gigs free, but there's certain things I can't do easily that I should be able to do. White, white, white. Here's a question for people who sit for a long time at a desk or a table. The sharp edge, if you're anything like me, you probably lean on the desk or lean on that edge and you get the marks on your arms, you know. You guys pat it. When I used to do puzzles, I used to like to put a towel on the edge, but don't know, maybe I should go back to doing that. You know, got any recommendations other than, you know, don't be lazy? Gray brick. I think if I was Lego, I would have alternated the build so that the yellow line and then one of the arms, and then you come back to the leg, because the two legs are very familiar already. I'm finding. Let's see if I turn this over. This goes like that. So that's my build. It's supposed to be here, like that. Okay. That's all we got so far. Page 7. Another long Technic brick, beam, brick. 10 axle going all the way. 2 Technic pins. 1, 2. I got a nice beer in the fridge, but given I'm eventually uploading this to YouTube, I figure I should refrain from putting beer in my video. The new changes to Copa. I shouldn't say new changes to Copa. Copa hasn't changed at all. changes to YouTube's policies really make it not fun to upload to YouTube anymore. More people look at my stuff on Facebook. YouTube's just a secondary thing I will upload to after the fact. I'll try and keep my language clean. I've given up on YouTube. Unless you're already some huge guy. And it depends what your goals are. I have no goals of being big or making money on YouTube. I just put the stuff out there as a permanent archive or semi-permanent archive of what I do. I put links in my Lego archives pointing to my video sources that I produce. It's up there for me, and if anyone enjoys it, that puts a smile on my face. But being it's a toy video, I need to keep it clean, because even if I say it's geared to adults, the FTC or YouTube or both, can determine that my videos are for children, even if I say they're not. And I don't want any grief with the FTC in the States. Alright, so there's that. And okay. Base assembly. Turn this around based on the instructions. Come on, there we go. Curious to hear what other people think of this build. Not Blue Line specifically, but of the Voltron set. Likes, dislikes. Because they're not all winners. And there's definitely some sets I've built that have been disappointing or weak, or that I have to fix afterwards because I just feel they dropped the ball. I spent a lot of time previously when I worked on the Gundam set fixing on the most glaring of flaws in that build. But I mean, that thing was huge. That was a very big build. I don't even remember how many pieces now. But I spent the better part of a month tweaking that build to get it to where I was happy with it. Now, it's rare that I'll spend that kind of time with a Lego build, but I've tweaked almost every Lego build I've ever touched. Not on video, just because the ideas come to me later, sometimes quite randomly. It's like, oh, I can do that better. Because I do not believe these instructions are the end-all be-all when it comes to building a set. I do believe in building it out as intended as much as possible at first, unless they really messed up. Now, I can't think of a Lego set that was so messed up that I had to alter the build as I went just to get it completed. And I don't mean like a one-piece variant mix-up thing in the instructions. I mean where structurally something was so stupid that it required my intervention to get it to the final stages of a build. I don't think I've ever had that kind of thing with Lego. Whereas I did with the Gundam, you know, it's not Lego, of course, but I really felt I had to intervene at different stages, and then I had to do, you know, how many modifications later, because it was pretty outrageous. Curious about that stadium set that's coming out. It looks smaller in real life. But that happens with a lot of sets. Some look bigger, some look smaller. This to me is already, with that one leg, a bigger feeling build than I had anticipated. Going to be maybe problematic for me to find a home for it after. I hope not. Need some L's. Green. A little tough getting back into the swing of things, trying to build when you feel like crap. But I do want to put a decent dent in my backlog this year, even if it's just one set a week. Because then I could have stuff other than Lego on the shelf beside me. I took down the one box and it's like, yeah, nothing. It doesn't feel like there's any any more room. Plus, you know, sooner or later I'm going to pick up the new X-Wing, the new TIE Fighter. Oh, my invisible cup. Look at that. Forgot about that. Yeah, green on my green screen, because over here behind me is green screen. Oh, it's I always love the blueness, if that's a word, of the Lego blue. Probably my favorite color. If I could have all my bricks in blue, I probably wouldn't complain. Probably an odd thing for people. I've seen some mock builders who just work in one color, all black or all white. And their stuff just looks amazing. The simplicity, if you can get every brick type, but get it all in one color, your life is so simple. If you're not trying to be like photorealistic with colors and stuff. Because then you're just free to build. I think people forget that with Lego. The freedom to just build. Show that off. A little washed out on this side because I got a bright light. You know, it doesn't show too well here, but coming down like this. Actually, it's a ring light. Just to add a little bit more. Said this last night. Not a fan of that color. Okay, which way is which? Which is which? That looks right. Page 18, book 2. I frequently, slight speech impediment, I frequently like to build things out of order. I don't know if the word should be like so much as I do. My brain gets ahead of me. Wow, really wash, rinse, repeat here on the build. Again, not shocking. Okay, that's one. Need to build another one. I think I would love to rebuild this in grays. Just grays. I'm not sure what the purpose would be. I mean, any mech in one color would be great. You know, make it military style, army style, whatever. There's rainbow bright, you know, red, green, blue, yellow, with a neutral black as a base. In the center, you know, I guess is okay. Alright, now I'm paying attention to the instructions. Sorry about the constant sound. As always, that's the computer and the fan in there. We're only blasting at about 70%, which is great. No drop frames. But, yeah, the computer's kind of maxed out. Really not designed for me pushing it the way I do. Multiple camera angles, blue screen, green screening. But I've always pushed stuff beyond what it's supposed to. For as long as I can get away with it. Okay, so now we're going to build some of these rounded parts. I could probably build these from memory now. And a bigger one over that. And a nice little tile. Seeing all this blue though makes me want to do space Lego. Which is not a bad thing. Just an expensive idea, especially with me wanting to trim it back a bit, not stop, because I'm definitely going to be spending money this year. But I want to trim it back, focus, refocus. What brought me to the dance, the X-Wings, the TIE Fighters. Not buy every Star Wars set. I mean, I suppose everyone makes Christmas resolutions. And I'm sure a lot of them have to do with money. I would love to, if I could trim it by half, I'd be a happy camper. Definitely going to follow the gift with purchase thing a lot less. Yes, I've benefited hugely from buying extra to get those and then using those for trades and flips, but buying for the sake of buying, a lot of that's got to go. especially when it doesn't add to my enjoyment much, you know. I want to build. I want to just focus the money on buying stuff to build and just build. I think that's where I'm at. So much of the Lego community and the groups especially, it's, I mean, hey, I'm as guilty as anyone, but, you know, I love showing off, and this is what I got, and this is what I paid or not paid or whatever, you know. I don't buy everything on sale. I buy a lot on sale, but I want to get back to just building. Let other people chase the deals. I'm happy when other people get good deals and stuff. I know some people lie in the groups. I see that. They say they're spending X when I know they're not. Because remember, I chase a lot of those things too. And I'm in a lot of the same circles. But that's okay. People feel a need to lie. That's their business. Just as long as they realize they're not fooling anyone. Not usually. Not usually. And the other ones they're fooling are the uneducated ones, and they eventually become educated. So then all you've really done by lying in the groups is you're just telling people you're disingenuous. You know, you're showing off what you think is important, and people realize that, you know, you're a clown. Two of these. I'll tell you, interesting build decisions here. Page 26, Book 2, Blue Lion. And again, Lego wants us to put two plates together to never come apart again. So, based on this side, that piece is like that. Alright. Which way is which? Okay, so we're still like this. Blue plate. This technique I like, when you use these brackets. When you use those brackets on the side, what this does on the side, and then you use like a plate or something to go across them up and down. Great way to make things strong, top to bottom. Okay, so I'm going to need one plate going up, down, 1x2, and then I need some wedgies. I call them wings. I don't have a favorite line. Probably based on color scheme, it would be the blue one. Blue being my favorite color. But don't have a favorite. Blue plate, tile, tile. mentioned this yesterday when I built the yellow line. I love the fact that there's 5 books that build distinct parts of this build. Well, in this case, it's real easy with 5 different lines, 1 book each. Such a great set to give someone if you got multiple kids, or if you want to do a party set. Send the 5 kids to a table. They each get their bags. They get their 1 book. They all contribute. They all build, say, a lion. I just think it's a great set for kids. So what am I building here? Let's see, why couldn't Lego do this earlier? Instead of taking 2 2x4 plates, you use 1x2s for one level, and then a 2x2. This way you don't end up with stuff you can't get apart easily. Kids don't have to stick it in their mouth or other shenanigans. Color's pretty consistent there on the red. Because look, right here in the next step, I'm taking 2 2x2s, wedge them together, and they never come apart, not easily. Shazam. Okay. Plate. Looks good. Alright. A little more. Ooh, look at that snap together. Nice. Nice and tight. And then, see, a lot of this is kind of automatic. Just my brain's already preconditioned to know what to look for a little bit. It's not a speed build by any measure. Might break up my videos based on each book. Gives me small video chunks, a little easier to manage, maybe. Maybe. Let's see. So I've done this much up to here. Okay, now I'm on this red shenanigans again. Red, red, red. I'm not a fan of Lego red, but I do like the richness of the color. Okay, page 32, book 2. Okay, so we are putting some smooth. Oh, okay, that's different. Other than the color scheme, now we're getting a little bit very different with the variation here, which is good. Different is good. I don't know why, but I'm looking a lot less at the key, that's what I call this, for each step, and just going by what's different. Probably not the best way to build. And I can't say I do that often, but I've been doing it with the Voltron, I noticed. For better or for worse. Okay, like that. 3, 2, 3, 2. 3, 1, 2. 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. Oh, we're getting near sticker time, are we? So we'll just get to it now. So we're doing number 4. And what I like to do is put the tile that's getting stickered, or the element that's getting stickered, on something bigger and easier to hold. Number 4. Cleanest blade I've got. Doesn't go anywhere near glue, ideally. Because it's going on a square, I can orientate it any way I see fit. Looking for the best. Almost had adhesion there. Not looking for perfection. Perfection is nice. Something that I'll be happy with. That looks pretty good. I take that. I'm going to use my brand new separator just to get the paper sticker. Lego's been interesting over the years. They've had variations on their stickers. Glossy, non-glossy paper with adhesive, some with clear film. Now that's an amazing color match, that the yellow, orange, whatever that color is matching the tile really nicely. Because a lot of the time, they don't. They do not match. There you go. So that looks pretty. You'd have to zoom in on the video probably. And I can't. You're not going to get autofocus much, but that's pretty centered on there. It's not bad. I'll take that. So let's see. Stud in the center. Tile. 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 This one in the center. Looks pretty square to me. Alright. You can see the pattern of the studs here, the open studs. Putting a 3x3 on. So it wants me to get into the bottom set of holes, the tubes, but then it wants me to go into a standard space there. Now that actually provides a really good stud connection, believe it or not. Alright, so that's what I got left from bag 4. Add it to our extras for this set. Bag 5. Bag 5. Oh my god, I just got news up there. Armed forces will land in Newfoundland to help, blah blah blah. Oh, I'm glad. Don't want anyone at risk. I thought they're used to this much snow, but apparently it was a record amount of snowfall in 24 hours. I think that was the biggest problem. It was too much, too fast. Because they're definitely used to getting too much snow. These are people who pride themselves on winter life and all the fun that goes with it. Where's another one? And these helicopter bits, that's what I call them, for rotors. Gray. Now with the clip. There we go. Just thought of something. Lego doesn't make a 2x5. At least I don't think they do. And it begs the question, why not? Why not, Lego? I know it would get me out of a couple of bad situations I've been in, building or mocking. Black one, green one, white, blue. So I'm just literally following the pictures. Not even looking at the key too much. Need some cylinders. Okay, black, green, or whatever they call this one. Come on. You are annoying. There we go. I guess I'd save a fair bit of time by not doing a pre-sort. Anecdotally, I'd have to measure it, and it's like, why bother? Sometimes I want to use my sorting tray, sometimes I don't. My salt and pepper beard. Maybe shave it before work tomorrow. I'm not terribly vain. I'll leave that up to other people. Green again. And a 2x4. A 2x4, sir. Doing good, no drops. Two more greens. Alright. All the black rounded bits I could ever want. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. One by 2. I thought I saw it. There you go. Some tiles. 1, 2. Bracket. Dark gray bracket. Alright, dark gray bracket. And gray brick. And then 2 Technic bricks. Technic pins, 2 of them. Rounded slope. Two up brackets. Some of my favorite parts. And red 1x2. What do you think? Should I be a hand model? Maybe not. Like this face. But sometimes I just like to have some big ass numbers. Pardon my language. Big butt numbers. Okay, dark gray. And I need another one that's dark gray. There we go. Two Technic pins there. 1, 2. Upside down tile. Technic brick. Pin going through that one. What are you doing, cat? Cat's causing trouble. And this is a technique I'm going to use in my mocks. I mentioned that yesterday in the previous build. Really like the potential of sticking that brick with the pipe on it has. To these grays going which way? This way. Two pins, two pins. And based on this position, two plates. And then two more sets of Technic bricks. Two more pins again. And then all of that now goes into this, like this. Kind of looks like a truck. Yeah, against the white. Kind of looks like a truck if you were to put two wheels here and a wheel there. Looks like a tractor, even with the stacks. Rounded beams, Technic beams. Starting from this pin, going all the way. Click, click. This one is edge to edge. If I can get it on. Ah. Alright. They're solid now. I'm not going anywhere. That was step 79. 80. And a bracket. Where is my bracket? Okay, one up bracket going this way. One plate, 2x2. And then what? Well, I need two of them. 1, 2. All right. These are the bits that usually pinch my skin. There we go. Nice tight fit. Okay. White. 1, 2, and then a tile. And that's going on the front with the black facing this way. Page 40. Let's see, that was page 45. Page 46. Where's the cutoff wedges? 1, 2. The blue going across. Like so. Thinking. Slowly thinking. Click. That's what. Lost my train of thought. That's all that was. I lost my train of thought. Oh, plate on plate, Lego. Why you do this to me? This little guy here. Boom. Boom shakalaka. 1. Let's see. Yellow. White. White. 1 stud. Center. And a black. And a blue 3 going across. And that assembly. Oh, I had missed complete step here. And a gray 1x2. Okay. Boom. Not bad. The fact that this goes on with this helps. I remember yesterday thinking that it should be a hinge, but it's really not. It's just there for stability. Alright, we're making the lower jaw now. This I actually thought was brilliant. Truly brilliant. So it's like this. That goes up. Now we've got this underside. Where's the clip? I mean, that's just, it looks so good. And these go over here. Give them the upper fangs. Blue tiles. Okay. Studs on side. And then 2x4 in the back. Blue brackets. Down brackets. Step 94 done. Step 95. Blue plate. I'm making that nice and strong. Silver. Where's my silver piece? Love. I don't know what that shows up. Look how shiny that is. The straight silver. Really nicely done. I'd like to see Lego give us more like this. As a mocker, we wouldn't have to paint Lego or chemically treat it, because you can get plastic dyes, but it rarely comes out the way we want it to. Oh, okay. There's slight variation. Alright, so let's do some more shenanigans here. And love this piece. A 3-to-2 jumper. Love that. Some small cheese slopes. Step 100. And this can now go on the head. Now we're getting somewhere. You can start seeing the head. For my next video, I might lower the camera down more. Don't know. This isn't bad, but I want to keep it out of the frame for the other camera. That could be tricky. Let's see, 2 of these, 1 white. Geez, starting to get hungry. Kind of wish my wife was back. Have a lunch plan. Could be another reason why I only do 1 line instead of more at a time. Okay, so I've got this piece. And I've got this. And then, right, and black. There we go. I love the front. I could see me using some thoughts and techniques from this in some mech build I want to do. So now I'm really liking these robot builds. I did Gundam, and then I did the Constructicon, and now I'm doing Voltron. The whole idea of just doing ships that I used to mock, or walkers. I like to mock the walkers. Now I want to do robots, mechs. Don't know what scale I do them in. Let's see. Oh, we got that. So I need this. Okay, that's looking a lot like it should. And then I guess it's supposed to be sticking up. It's supposed to be sticking up. Blue cheese slope here. Okay. I'm going to turn that over. Time for the invisible drink. I'll never get tired of that. Oh, that mix is weak. Stud. Bread. And a great cheese slope. My stomach is growling. Blue again behind the ear. Okay, so now we're doing this wheel assembly again. Looks good. This goes on the bottom. And then I need to take this plus this. This is going under the chin. Okay. Just gonna check something. Okay, now I got a black tile. That typically means I missed this. I see some steps I've missed. So we're just gonna roll back. Okay. I see where I missed the black tile. So that goes on the head. That's good. And then I've clearly missed these here since I've seen them in a bunch of steps. Which leaves me with the typical leftover pieces. Oh, so I got this position the same way the book says. There's a clip. And they don't give me an axle. Oh, that's bad. They give me the axle. This clips. Come on, be good. Into there. And then I'm going to get an axle to put through here in the next step. Basis of blue lion, no legs yet. Extra parts. Get rid of bag 5. Bag 6. And then there we go again, bag 6. That's not making that camera. That camera's in a pain though. It doesn't like reflections. I figure the CMOS sensor is shot. Alright. Okay, the very first thing we do is we're going to put that axle. Yeah, click, click. That's the problem, trying to get it. I gotta get that clip on right, or okay, so that is correct. Nice thing about having the white desk, now when I hold it up I can see right through it. There we go. Okay, that's good. Because now there's your movement. Transform. And it stops there. Like, that bothers me. We'll see when I get further, but like, to me that's just bad news. But maybe that'll be fine, because then when you put the legs, you know. Sure, I thought the same with the other build yesterday. Click. Alright. Let's build. Let us build. Okay, so toe pin, towing pin, tail, dark, dark. Is there a light one here somewhere? Spread this stuff out. Come on. down. Give it up. There it is. See, I don't know how people build like this. I'm trying very hard to build like this. Oh, look. Gold ingots. Gold. Oh, yellowish. Orange, yellow. Again, yellow's naming schemes for colors. And Bricklink isn't much better. Tail on the tail joint. There we go. Now, so boom, boom. This one's definitely got a lot of that repetitive nature. Okay, studs on the side. Wedgies. That goes rubbing on the table all the time. Alright, get that. Round plate. And then circles. Let's see how these are. Now that one's pretty centered. That one's pretty good compared to yesterday. Doing the yellow line. That was pretty miserable how those ones came out. Okay. That's one. Boom. Okay. Okay, got that on there. Studs side. I do enjoy the peace and quiet when people are not around. Let's see, for no apparent reason, putting this piece in there with a slot. You can't tell me he's doing anything, so it's not. And what difference does it make which way I turn it? Because instructions do tell me what to do with it. And let's see, is this one going to be centered? That's pretty good. That was centered much better. So, another leg. Again. There we go. Two-legged blue lion, partial legs. Around and around we go. When we stop, nobody knows. Step 133, step 2, done. Studs side, Studs inside. Oh, you dirty. This one on the side. Tile. Oh. Sucks getting older. Alright, let's see, are we going to be lucky this time? There's so much better in this bag for no apparent reason. Rear leg. Okay, rear leg. Alright, now we got two rear legs, and he will stand actually. Let me know in the comments below. Did Voltron have numbers on the lines? 4 or 5, blah blah blah. I don't recall. I'm not going to watch the Netflix version of Voltron to find out. I know it's going to be too hard to find the original Voltron cartoons that I grew up loving. Where is it slotted? So I'm getting ahead of myself. And that's only because you do this over and over so much. You know what's coming. Now look at certain things. I go, why doesn't Lego make a wedge or an angle or something that's different? Kills me. But with 3D printing, and it's getting better and better, you can make your own Lego. Thingiverse has got like thousands and thousands of 3D designs you can download virtually free. Most of them are free, I think, for Lego custom pieces, or if you just want to make your own version of a Lego bit. And once you're used to playing with it, then you can 3D print your own parts. Okay, so this is the front. There we go. No resistance there. Alright, yeah. Four-legged blue lion. Half-height legs. Okay, so let's see. Two. So studs forward, that's one leg. 3 claw. 2x2 plate. Modified plate with hinge joint. Rounded and down. Alright, it's 2. Yeah, definitely get hungry. Hungry. Nothing. Nothing yet. Mwahaha. Alright, so here's our lion. 4 feet. I've just finished. Turn on the side like the book shows. Alright. That's 1 leg. 2 legs. 3. 4. Now, of course, in the simplest, ugliest pose, you just bend them down like this. But to me, that is viciously ugly. Especially when you got joints. That view looks okay up there. But when you can take the tail, let's see. We've got all this here. So we can definitely make them look better, I think. I guess that's one of the problems there. Trying to get it all to play nice, right? I mean, anything looks better than nothing. Alright, so blue lion done. Very slow. And our extra pieces. Blue lion, I'll lay him down. Looking a little better. Awesome. Let that sit for a moment, just so I get a nice still on that. Alright, I'm going to end this video, and I will probably start up another one shortly to do the next lion. Thanks for following along.